everybody. So I am an OBGYN resident, a second year at Boston Medical Center. And this story is about one of my patients. I don't have any children, but I feel like this story is an important one to tell and is one that we don't hear very often. I was working on labor and delivery overnight, and a patient came into our triage, which is essentially the emergency room for us. At home, she felt a lot of pain. She was approximately 23 weeks pregnant, a little more than 23 weeks. She felt pain at home. She had a malodorous discharge, and she felt like she was running a fever. She came in. I brought my chief with me so that we could examine her together, and we did our speculum exam, and we saw evidence of, her cervix dilating early and a bulging amniotic sac. So we knew that her delivery would be impending, and so essentially when that happens, we have to have a conversation with our patient about what that means for her, and particularly at this what we call peri-viable stage, when they're around 24 weeks. The discussion is for this woman was that, especially after we'd done an ultrasound that showed that her baby was still living, was that she would deliver and we would allow her to see the baby if she wanted, or not. Um, and so for me, this um, is probably the one thing about my job that I really don't like. I love everything about it, but delivering babies very, very early, so early that we know they're not going to survive, and delivering babies that have died while in utero is, for me, exceptionally difficult. So we were in the delivery room, and her cervix had fully dilated. And these women, when this happens, they go through labor. Their labor experience is just as profound as one who is delivering a living baby. And so she felt the pain and she labored and she felt the stress of bringing this child into the world. And when she delivered, I essentially, the baby was about that big and not old enough to survive for a significant amount of time, but was living, was in its amniotic sac in her bed, and I had to keep my eyes down so that she wouldn't see me crying because I didn't want to make her anymore. Yeah, I didn't want to increase her distress. And so we delivered this baby who we knew would pass probably within a few hours, and we wrapped the baby up for her because she and her partner did decide that they wanted to see the baby and hold it. And so this woman who had carried this baby for almost 24 weeks sat with her baby and essentially waited for that baby to die. And I can't imagine going through that or feeling that, but it for me was um, a story that I feel is one that women probably don't tell if they've experienced it because it is difficult and painful and is one that people probably have a difficult time relating to. And so I felt that telling this story of this birth and this delivery of this living child who then passed from this woman was an important story to tell.